so we're back for one more thing to test on our Gourmia Foodstation, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be using the grill today. We're going to be making steaks today on our grill. So we have our griddle in here. It just slides right in, and there is a drip tray underneath there, so you don't have to worry about it. It's underneath and it slides out the front. So now we're going to go through the steps of setting this up. We're going to be using the probe on ours to make sure it cooks to the proper temperature. There is a little diagram in the book that shows you how to correctly put in the probes on each type of meat. It only shows steak, pork, and fish, but you can use it on anything. I noticed they didn't have it on chicken. But we put ours in the middle, straight in, and it's ready to go. And now we're going to go through the steps on getting it set up for grill. So we plugged it in, got our probe plugged in, and we're going to turn it on. And then we're going to go over here to grill, okay? And I think we determined 450, and we like ours medium rare. And we did season it and let it get semi to room temperature. So this is the probe. This one here, using the arrows, we just set it to what we want it to be internally. Remember, there will be a resting time and it will continue to cook. So if you want it medium rare, remember to set it a little bit lower than your finished temperature. So this is about 10 degrees lower than medium rare. Medium rare is 145?
Yeah.
So we've got it set for 135 to finish. And then you notice that this is lit blue. I'm hoping it works because this is what I found. You want to be quick too. It will shut off and you'll have to do it again. Okay. Blue for turning it over halfway through. It should get it when it's halfway through. It looks like it has the smoke thing on already. We're going to go ahead and push start. It goes to preheat and everything is still lit blue. So hopefully it'll work this time. We couldn't figure out how to get that flip reminder to come on, and we realized it because it's not lit up. So this time it is, so we're gonna find out. So we're gonna let this preheat. Don't put any oil on your grill. The whole purpose of it. You can brush your steaks with oil or butter, but remember not to use Pam. That's not, it doesn't work.
Or Susan.
Yeah. Or
Mindy.
Any of the spray. Don't use a spray anti-stick. It's pointless. Use regular oil on it. What did they recommend? Avocado, olive.
I don't remember.
Some of them, something that has a higher heat, can tolerate a higher
smoking.
heat. Yeah. So
temperature.
That way you won't get any smoke. If you have to use oil, I did notice in here some of the things say for prep, brush with oil. So. But we just seasoned ours, basic seasoning.
Just not 1040.
Oh. Yeah, 1040. We're trying a new spice on ours tonight called Rattlesnake Bites. We'll see how that works. Hopefully it'll give it a little bit of a kick. So, and
We
some
like
basic
it as
salt and pepper.
spicy food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we'll be back in a minute when this is preheated and ready to put the steaks on. Okay, well, it took about
5
8
or 6
minutes to get it heated. It's heated, and like I said, it immediately starts going. So you want to get your food in as quick as you can. Okay, so there's one steak. There's the probe. It has to hang out the side. Do not put it through the hole there. That is a vent. It is not.
It doesn't really matter with this speed because it's cooking it to a temperature, not to a not time. So.
Right now it's at 53 degrees. You can either cook it with or without the door shut. I'm going to close the door. It's the purpose of having it if you don't close it. Okay, so not sure. According to the book, we did go by the temperature in the book here. It did say to cook it on high. It's only 50 degrees difference.
So it should
We'll see.
it should say to turn it at like 65 degrees or 67 degrees.
Well, according to that, it's going to tell us to turn it any time then.
And they are cooking it.
When I flip it, I have a couple of onions I might throw in on the side just for to put on the steaks afterwards. I'm going to see how they do. Just 2 rings of onion.
Yeah.
And we'll be back as soon as it decides to say flip me. All right. Well, apparently it was at 1:34 and then said it ended at 1:36.
Probably jumped.
So now we're done, and we're going to go ahead and take them off the heat, put them on a plate, and let them sit for 5 minutes.
It actually said to turn them at 110 degrees.
Yeah, it was about 100. They reached about 110 and told us to flip.
And that actually didn't take very long at all. It only took, what,
I think we estimated about 15 minutes total.
that long, really? Didn't seem that long.
I have to look at the clock. I'm estimating.
I'll check the timestamps because we don't have our watches, so we couldn't time them. They're being charged.
Did you want onion on yours?
Certainly.
I'm just going to put them on top.
I'm going to cut them open and look at the...
No, I'm waiting 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, we got to wait 5 minutes.
All right, I'm going to turn this off now. It says right now that the temp, you can see how it's still climbing because the probe is still in it and it's at 138.
Yeah.
So it will continue, usually about 5 minutes.
Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and shut that off so it cools. Let them rest. Always let them rest. Otherwise, you're going to lose all that meat juice that's in them.
Probably should have left that on to watch the temperature.
I'm not sure if it will or if it just peaked right there.
But we'll be back in a couple of minutes and we'll cut it open and do it, see what it looks like.
Hopefully it looks nice. Okay, well, our timer went off 5 minutes and you can see, looking at the plates, you can see the juice. This is the juice you want to keep.
Yeah.
This is really good. Use it, just pop up.
On it too.
And yeah, if you ever had a steak and you see the stuff oozing off, it's butter that they put on top. And we always put a little dab of butter on top of them to add a little more flavor to it. I'm going to cut this one in half and see how done it is inside. Might be a little over the top.
Yeah.
No pink in that one, but it's still good. And this one?
Probably should have set it to 130 instead of 135.
The same thing. Same thing here, no pink. So we had, they could have cooked a little less time, but it still looks quite juicy. All the juice is right here, and this is why you let it rest too. You want that juice for your food. It seems to be cutting real nice, see?
Oh, that does look like it cut nice.
Yeah. Nice and easy. It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Yeah. Isn't that New York strip steak?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got at Costco too, so. All right. Real tender?
It is very tender. It's moist. It's not dried out. Not, even if it is a little overcooked, it's not dried out.
Excellent. So,
But the onions, a little added flavor. Nice. Nice thing about this, I've been cleaning the other parts that we already used. These clean up nicely. I haven't run any of them through the dishwasher. I haven't had to. They take them to the sink, wipe them down, and they're clean. Yeah. So cleanup is a breeze with this. And the nice door comes off, so that makes that easy to clean the grease off of.
So out of 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, what would you give this?
Because there are some features I'd like to see on it, probably an 8.
Okay. And what are those features?
That are missing?
Yep.
Like the countdown to tell you, so you know to have the food ready. On some of the other ones, we've had the countdown to get ready. It doesn't have the countdown afterwards with the probe for the 5 minutes. You have to set a separate timer. A lot of the fryers don't have that. We do have one that does, and it's really a nice feature. The other thing is, the only major problem I have is that everything is way down there. I need to get silicone oven mitts to get down in there to get them out.
Yeah, that's especially apparent with the griddle if you're cooking bacon and you have to
drain the grease.
You have to drain the grease before you put another batch in. So that presents.
So that's why I say an 8 out of 10, because there's a couple things that could be improved. But other than that, I like this. I like the ability of, when I was cooking bacon, I could close the lid and not get splattered.
It's quiet.
Yeah, it's very quiet. The dogs aren't, but it is. But we have The pluses that I like about it is that it replaces a lot of things. On a rainy day, on a hot day, any day, you can still barbecue. I mean, if you're stuck inside and you can still cook a steak that comes out like this, I call it barbecuing. The air fryer was very large, held almost everything we needed right away, rather than some of the other ones that have small baskets that barely hold enough for one person. That was great. And the griddle, it's great. The griddle is a great feature. The other ones, none of them have the griddle. This is the only one I've seen that has the griddle.
Yeah.
So it's great for breakfast, everything. Cleanup, like I said, a breeze. Everything is right here, right in front of you. It also doesn't heat up your house. So those are some very nice pluses. It's a good gift.
Well, thanks for watching.
All right.
We're going to go eat.
Yep.